Hi, and welcome to part 1 of a new series where I'll be sharing some simple and effective trading strategies with you. Some of these you'll be able to trade manually, but I'll also be showing you how to build a fully automated trading bot from scratch in cTrader for each of these strategies. I'll be giving you all of the trading rules, and I'll also show you the backtest results for each strategy. I'll also create a shared Google Sheets workbook where I'll be sharing the full code from each of the videos, and we can test and refine these together as a community to improve these strategies over time. If you want to get access, just hit the like button on this video and then shoot me an email from a Gmail account. Anyway, let's get into the strategy now. So the first one we'll be looking at is the Golden Cross. This is one of the simplest strategies in forex, and it also produces some of the most consistent entry signals. So here are the rules for this strategy. We will be trading the pound US dollar on the daily time frame, and we'll be entering trades about half an hour before the close of the US trading session, or around 4:30 PM Eastern Standard Time. We'll be using a bracket money management system with a fixed stop loss of 150 pips and a fixed take profit of 175 pips on each trade. For the entry signals, we'll be entering a buy trade when the 10 period simple moving average crosses above the 21 period exponential moving average, and vice versa for short signals. And that's it, that's all there is to it. If you've completed my other series already, you should be able to code this up quite easily from scratch. So you might even want to pause the video here and try to code this up just for practice. But for those of you who are new to my channel, I'll show you how to code this up now with just about 8 lines of code in cTrader. So in the desktop version of cTrader, head to the Automate section, and we're going to create a brand new bot, and I'll name it Golden Cross. The first thing I'm going to do is change the time zone from UTC to Eastern Standard Time. Then we'll need to create 2 moving average variables for our SMA10 and our EMA21. Then we can load the 2 indicators on startup. By setting SMA10 equals to indicators.movingAverage, we'll use bars.closeprices as the data source, 10 for the number of periods, and the moving average type as simple. Similarly, we can load the EMA21, but this time we'll be using 21 as the number of periods and the moving average type as exponential. Cool, now we can code up the entry logic in the onTick section. First, let's set some constraints by using if positions.count equals to 0, so we only open a new trade when there's no positions on. And if the server time.hour equals 16 for 4 PM. And we'll also check the server time.minute equals to 29 before entering a new trade. Now for the buy signal, we'll use if SMA10.result.has crossed above EMA21.result, then we'll use the execute market order function to execute a buy trade on the current symbol. I'll set the volume to 100,000 or 1 lot. Let's give it a label of Golden Cross. We'll set a stop loss to 150 pips and a take profit of 175 pips. Now we'll do the same thing for the short signal by changing this to else if and changing this to has crossed below. And we'll also need to change the trade type to sell. And we're all done. Oops, we've added an extra comma here, so let's remove that and click build. Great, now it says build succeeded, and we'll add an instance on the pound US dollar, and we'll change it to the daily time frame. Now we can go over to the backtesting tab. And run it on visual mode just to make sure it's doing the right thing. Let's also add the 2 lines in so we can see when they cross. So here the red line is the simple moving average and the orange line is the exponential moving average. Here the red line crossed above the orange line and it opened a buy trade as we expected. Let's run it over the full period now so you can see how it performed over the last 10 years. Not too bad, right? That's a pretty nice looking equity curve. We got a hit rate of about 66%, and don't forget we're using a larger take profit than our stop loss, so if this strategy had no edge, then we're actually expecting a hit rate of under 50%. And the average profit on each trade from trading 1 lot per trade is about $840. In the code that I'll be sharing in the Google Sheets workbook, I've added in some parameters so you can play around with the types of moving averages and the different periods. And you can also set different trade amounts and also different stop loss and take profit levels. But the rest of the code is pretty much the same as what I showed in this video. So I hope you found that useful. Make sure to subscribe if you want to be notified as soon as the new strategies come out. Feel free to drop into my Discord server if you want to connect with me and other fellow traders. And you can also leave a comment below if you have any questions.